Hey everybody, my name's Elizabeth and welcome back to my channel. So, still have my broken leg. It's doing better. It's just, it's very slow process. So today's video is actually not something I thought I was going to post. About a year ago, or maybe even longer, I participated in a Kickstarter for my favorite author, Brandon Sanderson, which I'm pretty sure I've mentioned him on the channel before. He does these leather-bound versions of his books at the 10-year anniversary after their release. And I have been getting just the ones from my very favorite series of his. So the second one came out, recently, the Kickstarter was over a year ago. And I participated so I could get this cool leather bound version of one of my favorite books. And it finally arrived. Actually, it arrived the day before I broke my leg. And so actually the morning I broke my leg, I woke up and so I was so excited. I was like, you know what? I'm going to film it and maybe just put it on my channel as a little short. And then I ended up filming way more than I expected because I was just so excited. And I was showing you everything. But after I was done, I was like, I'm not going to post that. Nobody wants to see it. I'm the one that's excited about it. And that might be true. That probably is true. But because I am low on content and because it'll be a while yet before I can get out and actually record new content, I thought, you know what, let me at least show you this little part of my life, something that I got really excited about, and yeah, just something fun for you guys to watch. So here is a little short-ish video of me kind of looking at all the stuff that I got in this package. Good morning, everybody. As some of you may remember, I have mentioned before in at least one video that I'm a huge fan of Brandon Sanderson. Well, last year, about a year ago, I participated in his Kickstarter for his Words of Radiance leatherbound, and it finally came. Almost a year later, the package came yesterday, and as I was opening it, I thought, I want to share this with somebody. So I stopped opening it, and I'm gonna let you guys experience that with me. So if you guys don't know what I'm talking about, that's fine. You can stop watching. But yeah, let's see what I got today. All right, let's see. All right. I forget if these are stickers or decals. Figure that out later. This is a pin. Some charms. This one was a little just caught. A coin. Oops. Here we go. Coin. Oh, and I think this is a banner. Whoa, bigger than I thought it would be. No idea what I'll do with that. All right, so that's the first little box. All right. That's kind of cool. Wow. They decorated. Oh, that's the bookmark. I see. It's like they decorated their boxes. No. It's a bookmark. Okay. Got another pin. Got another coin. Literal monster. I got some coasters. I'll open those in a second and show them to you. And I got some playing cards. Those last two things are the things, other than the book, the coasters and the cards are the things I'm most excited about. So let's get to the main event here. All right. Carefully, carefully. Don't want to ruin what's inside. Okay. All right, I'm gonna need 2 hands for this. Be back. Okay, getting that open was an ordeal. Okay, need 2 hands again. All right, let's get these open. They're so beautiful. Oh, so the books are individually wrapped too. So let me get those unwrapped and I will show you the final result. Okay, here they are. Oh my goodness, they're so pretty. So it's one book, but it's in 2 volumes. And so they say on the back, the ancient oaths have at last been spoken. The night's radiant must stand again. And then I won't show you everything on the inside, but they do have some really beautiful illustrations. Yeah. Okay, so here is what was inside the box. There is this bookmark, it's a huge bookmark. Really cool. And then, okay, and then there's this coin that on one side has a spren that's called a cryptic, and the other side it says literal monster. I think that's supposed to be wit. It kind of looks like a woman though, so I'm a little thrown off by that. But he's the one that said that he's bonded a little literal monster. So, yeah. Anyway, this is pretty cool because you do that and it just spins. And we have a pin that is just a dragon steel pin is what they call it. Dragon steel is the name of his company. I think it also has meaning in his world, like in his fantasy world, but he hasn't written that book yet. Then a pin of another spren. This is an ink spren. Then else color coin, also ink spren. Else color is one of the orders of the Knights Radiant. When you do the Kickstarter, you have to pick one of the orders, and I picked the else color, so all my stuff is themed around that order and that order's type of spren. So here are some charms. The charms and all the pins will get attached to a bag that I already have a bunch of like Brandon Sanderson pins on. And here are, I did look, these are decals, not stickers. Not sure what I'm gonna do with them. Oh. And then this banner is massive. I will probably not do anything with it, to be perfectly honest. I am a big fan of the books, but I also love my home being beautiful, and I don't know that there's anything I can do with this that will not kind of ruin the aesthetic of my home. So we'll see if I can figure out something to do with it. That's, I don't know, maybe I'll take it to work and hang it in my cube at work. I don't know. We'll see. All right, so here are the coasters. They are two-sided, so there are two of each ones, but then this is like the front and the back. They all like are sort of in world, so they're like, you know, an energy drink kind of that is referencing, you know, something in the book, or there are a couple that are like taverns kind of that they're referencing, and they're all kind of had like tongue-in-cheek jokes if you've read the book, and creme soda, and yeah, so I like those. I have some from his last Kickstarter that he did for Way of Kings, and my parents made a tray out of them, so they're kind of like lacquered, and on this tray I also have some that I actually use, but so they're kind of preserved, you know, so they don't get ruined by putting a drink on them. And I need to figure out something maybe to do with these too, because I would also love to be able to save these and not have them be destroyed, so we'll see. And here are the playing cards, which are so cool. So these all have different kinds of spren on them, which I'm not going to tell you what a spren is. If you want to know, read the books. Yeah, so they're all cool. So all the numbered cards have like different spren from the world kind of illustrated on them. And then the jacks, queens, and kings and the jokers all have different, like more prominent spren, I guess, in the universe. Ones that actually have characters generally to go along with them. And I was trying to figure out, some of them are obvious, some of them I don't know as well. And I was like, okay, I'm going to have to figure out what all of these different spren are. And then they included this helpful guide, so I can just look there and it'll tell me. The only one it doesn't tell me are the jokers, but I think at least one of those is very clear. I'll have to look at the other one and see if I can figure out what that one is, but yeah, very cool. I need someone to come over and play cards with me. And so there they are. I did get the first one several years ago when it came out, and now the second one. Very exciting. All right, well, I hope you got some kind of amusement out of me looking at my new book and all the little rewards I got from the Kickstarter. If you want to hear more about the books or something, or if you have other ideas of things that I can record while I'm stuck here at home, or things that you want to see, please leave them in the comments. Let me know, because while I am getting better, it's going to be a while before I can get out and like walk around a zoo or something like that and record a full video. So I don't want you guys to, you know, wait for content, but that's kind of where we're at right now. So let me know if you have any ideas, and I will see if that's something that I can incorporate. Well, I will see you guys in the next video. Bye.